Hey guys, it's Shondipan here and this is the review for OnePlus 70 after using 6 months. I'll be talking about its pros, its cons and tell you guys if you should pick OnePlus 70 over OnePlus 8. So let's get started. So the first things first, let's talk about the build quality of this device. I can assure you this device built really well and it feels solid in hand. The glass used in both front and back is Gorilla Glass 5 and the sides are made of metal. The buttons are really clicky and responsive. The alert slider has some texture in it.
So the design and build quality of this device is flagship category. The only thing I don't like about this design is this device is very much slippery, so I need to use it with a case always.
As you guys can see, I am using a UAG case, which is a military grade case, and I think if you are planning to buy this device and invest your money like 35,000 rupees in this device, so you need to invest some of your money to a good quality case to protect your device too.
Now talking about the design, you guys know the looks are very subjective. Some of you may like this design and some of you may don't. I quite like this design because it is a design refreshment for me. You guys know OnePlus usually comes with the same old design every year. Even with the OnePlus 8 they have repeated the same design, but in this device they have decided to go for a different design and this is quite refreshing for me. Yes, the camera layout resembles the Motorola lineup, but it's okay for me.
So to summarize, I can say the build and design of this device is really good. So let's talk about the display now. The OnePlus 70 comes with a 90Hz Super AMOLED display with HDR10 support. So you can see your content in HDR in Netflix and other platforms. And this panel is a very good panel. The blacks are really black and the colors looks very punchy on this.
And as we are talking about the display, the brightness of the display can go up to 1000 nits.
So the outdoor visibility will not be an issue in this device.
So let's talk about the sound quality. This device comes with a stereo set of speakers and the speakers are really very loud. Here's the sample for you guys. As you guys can see, the speakers are very loud and watching multimedia in this device is a great experience. But what is not a great experience is this device doesn't come with a headphone jack and not even a dongle in the box. I don't get it. If I am paying 35,000 rupees, I should get at least a dongle in the box. But OnePlus doesn't provide a dongle in the box. So you need to buy your separate pair of headphones. So let's now talk about the battery life of this device. This device comes with 3800 mAh battery. Yes, I was too skeptical about the battery life because nowadays phones are usually coming with 4000 and even 6000 mAh battery. But in this device it's just 3800. I thought it won't be good enough for a single day of use. But when I used this device, I was proved wrong because the OnePlus optimization is really great and you can easily survive the day with this battery. And if you run out of juice anytime, the OnePlus provides a 33 watt charger which can charge your device from 0 to 100% in just less than 1 hour. And so if you are out of juice, you can just plug in for 10 minutes or so and you are good to go.
Let's talk about the most important thing in OnePlus device, that is Oxygen OS. This device particularly running Oxygen OS on top of Android 10. Oxygen OS is a clean and simple UI with no bloatware, but yet this OS is very customizable. You can customize the color of the icon itself, you can customize the theme, you can customize the ambient clocks. Many people buy OnePlus device because of the Oxygen OS. Some of the tech reviewers also say that Oxygen OS is better form of Android what Google makes. Oxygen OS also supports some gestures like on lock screen if you draw a 0 or O, it will turn the camera on, and same if you draw a V, it will turn the flashlight on. And also this device supports 3 fingers screenshot. The thing I don't like about Oxygen OS is that it is very aggressive towards its battery management. It's not bad, but sometimes it's annoying because this phone has 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. I know this phone is capable of handling multitasking with ease, but in the name of battery management, Oxygen OS kills every app. So when I try to open an app, after 1 minute or so, the apps keep reloading. There is very annoying thing.
Let's talk about the camera of this phone, because I feel this is the biggest improvement of OnePlus in this segment. It has a proper triple camera setup this time. The main camera is IMX586 by Sony, and it has 1.6 aperture, so gets in a lot of light. And the second camera is a zoom lens, which is a 12 megapixel, and the third camera is an ultra wide angle lens, which is a 16 megapixel shooter. So let's do one thing. Let's see some of the sample shots here.
So these are some sample shots in outdoor lighting condition. This was a rainy day. This is a portrait shot of a cat. As you can see, the camera quality is really good and it's performed. So this is a macro shot and the quality is very good. This is a normal lens, this is the wide angle lens, and this is the zoom lens. The low light performance is really very good and it can also capture some really good portraits. This device has a 16 megapixel front facing camera, and here are some samples of it. This video is shot in 4K 60 fps and you can maximum shoot 5 minutes of 4K videos. So I think there is no stabilization here, and audio is recorded via the internal microphone. So let me know guys, how is the video quality of this device. So this video is shot with the OnePlus 7T's front facing camera. It is a 16 megapixel shooter and it records in 1080p. The audio is also recorded via the internal microphone. So let me know, what do you think about the video recording of this OnePlus 7T.
So let's talk about the gaming performance of this device. This device comes with Snapdragon 855 Plus with Adreno 640 GPU. I have played PUBG, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and everything runs so well. So I can say this device is meant for gaming, and the stereo speakers helps to enhance the gaming experience. Now, what should you pick? OnePlus 7T or OnePlus 8? I personally will pick the OnePlus 7T because there is just a tiny amount of difference in performance in OnePlus 8. Yes, the main difference is the Snapdragon 865 comes with the 5G capability. But let's be practical. We live in India. There is no chance of getting 5G here for 2 to 3 years. So you can't say that you are going to use the same phone for 2 years, because the smartphone market is evolving very fast. So my suggestion is to save those 7,000 and go for the OnePlus 7T, and with those money you can buy a case, insurance, or anything else. So that's it for this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please share it with your friends. And if you have any questions regarding this video, you can drop it in the comment. I will definitely reply you. So see you guys in the next one.